Behind me on the DJ table is one of the most prolific producers that hip-hop has ever presented, the mighty Madlib. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for hip-hop history.
Why did you want to tackle the dude?
Attempt. This is an attempted tackle. And I gotta say, your tackles are pretty trash. If someone's not even really seeing you coming and you run in for a clothesline, and what, Dave is in his 50s?
That's a spear, but yeah, whatever.
Dave is in his 50s?
Something like that. You can't knock him 50.
Shout out to Dave.
Dave been working out.
Shout out to Dave. That was some good reflex. So they published the name of the guy. The guy's name is Isaiah Lee. Decided to do a little bit of research on this dude, and he's a rapper. He's got some music up on YouTube under the name No Name, or yeah, something like that. Trash. I went on his Instagram. There was no political posts or anything like that. He had like his top 20 rappers list. So there's nothing that seems to make it look political. I think everybody assumed due to the recent controversies. Yeah. Everybody jumped to
the conclusion.
It must have been that. Yeah. Could have been somebody who's unstable. Yeah. Could have been an inspired person chasing clout. Now, a lot of folks looked at this and had some different takes. I think one detail that was really important that they caught was that the man had weapons on him.
Yeah, a knife and a gun, I believe.
Yes. Replica gun of sorts. And
well, if you pull out that shit, I think it's a real gun. You can do pretty much.
I mean, the knife is, I think, at close range after tackling someone, a knife is way worse.
A knife is, yeah.
Nothing happened. Everybody joked afterwards. We're all grateful. Had the man pulled out the knife and then started stabbing him, I think we'd be having a very different conversation today. So it's just something to be mindful of. Just because the outcome was good doesn't mean what happened wasn't extremely dangerous. Mm-hmm. And so that's just something to think about.
But you know what? Shout outs to you.
For what?
Because you called it. Because you said that we're about to see more of that. You said that. You said exactly that none but a month ago. You said we're gonna see more and more of this shit.
Agreed. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at.
Nobody is. We don't even know what the fuck that was and why. You try to look for clues. What provoked this? You know, at the end of the show,
whether it be T.I. and how he was yelling after heckling a woman, and he got mad what she said, or Will getting mad and then storming the stage. And we've seen a few of these incidents where people get upset about something. Like, I think we've convinced society that what they feel is more important than anything. And so if you feel hurt or you feel bothered by something, then you get to do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And that's just wild to me. Maybe also because of social media, this stuff is more apparent. But I just didn't remember growing up hearing about stuff like this.
Not in that sense. Not in that form. You know? Well, it's not really comparable.
I'm talking about people running up on us.
Yeah, running up on a stage. I mean, it would happen back then, but we just didn't hear about it. Like you said, social media, right? But, yeah. So publicly to public figures, we no, I don't believe it. I don't know what it was. People feel that they're not allowed to be offended. Is it that, or was the dude really offended, or was it
tackled him?
But was it because he was offended?
Who knows? He attacked him.
Yeah, he attacked him.
He attacked him. So obviously you didn't have goodwill. I've seen fans jump up on stage and they go in for hugs, or they try to do
That was not a hug. That was not a hug.
But that's my point. It's like what I remember growing up was not folks getting attacked on stage. What I remember is fans storming the stage to have a moment or a picture or like hug their celebrity. Yep. That's what I remember. I don't remember this stuff.
Michael Jackson never got speared. Never got speared.
To be fair, music concerts are different because they have a whole ass barrier between the front stage.
Motherfuckers still storm out the stage. They try to hug Michael.
Yeah.
They try to kiss Michael. They never try to spear Michael. You know what I mean? That's one thing. But recently, even a rap concert, you see people trying to. There's a whole bunch of rappers that got knocked off their feet at concert, and then after the guy gets handled recently. So, yeah, we didn't see that back then as much, or we didn't hear about it, whatever, whatnot. But, yeah, no, we didn't see that back then. Absolutely.
I don't know. To me, I'm just watching this stuff unfold, and I think you're seeing the deterioration of a lot of like the civil liberties that we got to enjoy in regards to You know, like, listen, I might not like what you have to say, but I'm going to defend your right to say it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like there's plenty of people who I think are abhorrent who say things that are absolutely vile. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. I couldn't imagine just going out of my way to attack them because they said some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I see this and everyone's laughing. We all got some jokes. Even Chris Rock got his own little joke in where he had a good laugh about it. He's like, hey, was that you, Will? Right? And so shout outs to everybody to be able to have fun and laugh about it. And I think that's great.
But
the man, this could have easily been a tragedy. Everybody be singing a different tune and they'd be crying and there'd be memorials and all this other stuff. So to me, that's just what I think about. Because if he ran at him with his knife, Dave would be done.
Straight up.
Most likely. So you already know Dave's now, his security is going to be beefed up like crazy. Because people saw how easily this guy went from like front row to jump up on stage. Somebody who really hates Dave and means bad things, that could escalate.
Oh, yeah, real quickly. For the next few months, don't try to get a picture or a autograph from Dave. You might get stumped, depending on how you do it.
That was a nice throwback, though. When they showed the footage of the dude getting stumped backstage, I was like, damn, I miss hip-hop. I miss hip-hop. Hey, anybody get a shot of their Timbs? Anybody get a shot of their Timbs? I mean, you ain't security, you got Timbs. You get what I'm saying?
Motherfucker, I ain't never scared, bitch. I ain't never scared, oh. That's what it was. Listen, they tore his arm out and glue it backward. Look at this
his
motherfucker.
face. Look at his face.
Oh, you got stumped, all right.
Yeah, that's some swelling, boy. That's some swelling, boy. And some cuts.
Oh, yeah, you got stumped.
Yeah, and he going to jail, too. They got him on assault with a deadly weapon. So he going to do some hard jail time. But what do you think about the whole thing?
I don't know. Like, you embodied what I think right now when you said that back then. I'm not sure what I'm watching right now. I don't know. Because nothing explains this. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could go back, you could not understand. At the end of the show, really, you could tell yourself. And if he was like really going to arm Chappelle or the LGBTQ, whatever, you're going to buy a whole ticket. It's a lot to unfold. I mean, I hope there's going to be like inquiries and stuff like that to know who this person is and what his intent is. And eventually he's going to be able to talk. We'll know in a few days. But like you said, I don't even know what the hell I'm watching. I can't pin it on nobody. Nobody. Is it Wilson's Secret Society? Is it the LG? I don't know. I know someone did something and it ended up bad for him.
Bro, I saw one of the dumbest tweets.
Well, of course.
It said something like, why do we even need comedians anymore? I get more laughs on Twitter from my grandma's jokes than I do watching any comedian.
Then don't go to comedy shows.
That's it.
Then don't
like,
go
maybe
to
you don't
comedy
need
shows.
it. Why do we need musicians anymore?
Because you don't listen to music.
I don't listen to music, so why would we get rid of them? I feel like they make music that's bad for the culture. Anybody can make that argument. Because undoubtedly music spreads a lot of bad messages. Do you want to go down that road? Like, what you guys are advocating for is the death of art in general.
Stupid.
That's why this political correctness is bad from both sides. Let motherfuckers say what they want to say. Yeah, but then there's consequences. Okay. Well, then why does that only have to stick with words? What about thoughts? Do you want to get started fucked over for thoughts? What about your social media posts? Should people getting stomped out for that? Basically, you guys want a lawless society. I don't know. To me, folks cheering this on or saying this is good, I'm like, what is it that you're fighting?
Motherfucker, you next.
Like, what do you think it just stops at a comedian's joke? Then it stops. Next, it's your opinions.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Right? We got this whole Roe v. Wade stuff going on with abortion and all this stuff. There's two sides of it. Well, guess what? One side says you're killing kids. The other side says you're taking away women's rights. They could easily escalate into violence at any point. Mm-hmm. If you think some comedian can't get away with what he's saying, then bitch, you can't even get away with having an opinion. That's where we're going. It doesn't happen from a legal standpoint. It becomes from a more of a societal standpoint where we disincentivize people from having whatever opinion they want to have or believing in what they want to believe in. Freedoms. That kind of terror is real. So I don't know. To me, it's like I've seen it in comedy already over the last couple years, where comedians are terrified of saying certain things. They're terrified
because they've been banned. There's some people that have been banned for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I know it's not just comedians. I know professors who don't even want to teach certain things because they're afraid of what's going to happen. Politicians who feel they're compelled to say, this is all snowballing. And comedians were standing seen at the last bastion of being able to say whatever the fuck they want. Yo, every day you're watching this PCness make sure everybody's toeing the line. So we have to make an effort as a whole society to fight back against that shit and say, no, listen, I don't like what a lot of motherfuckers say, but they should be able to say it because I want to be able to say what I want to say. I want to be able to think what I want to think. I want to be able to keep my job and believe in whatever religion I want or whatever fucked up idea I want. Like, yeah. But so long as we create the society where we incentivize these people to be like, listen, they hurt your feelings, go ahead. I don't know. To me, I think it's just a bad direction to go in. So that's pretty much.
It's weird.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah. I mean, this pandemic ended, but the weirdness hasn't stopped.
Oh, no. I think it increased it. It increased it. So I think it's only going to get worse. At this point, it's not going to get better.
Yeah.
We're in it for a while.
Walking straight into the boat. You know, my nigga is me. Okay. Life at you niggas a joke. Okay. Life at you niggas a joke. My nigga big bees with both. Your niggas is fish poke. Life at you niggas a joke.
Is that a Dave Chappelle diss track?
I don't know if it's a diss track. I don't know what the fuck this man say. Other than it's like, left your niggas a joke. That's the only line I heard. But that's this guy. He has a track named Dave Chappelle from 2020.
Okay, it's mental illness. All right. Well, that solves this. Well, tell us what you think.
Yeah, this could be clout chasing. This might be like his thing of a I don't know what this guy thinking.
This is.
But judging by the quality of that song,
this is Crazy Eyes.
yeah. My man look a little unstable.
This is Crazy Eyes. Oh, okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's just Crazy Eyes.
Yeah.
So you got stumped because you went on stage and you charged a man and motherfucker stumped you. Case closed. You wanted attention, you're not gonna get the attention you want, and if you're gonna get it, you're gonna get
crazy.
It for literally. You're gonna get it for the wrong reasons. Now, your arm backward, you stumped out, and you're gonna go in jail. Cause there's nothing that can save that. You have a knife and a gun, and you decided to storm and spear him. For what? I don't know. But you're going to go in. You're going to go in. Okay. Well, sometimes things happen and we look for a reason. You know when they say, everything happens for a reason? Sometimes shit just happens. Shit just happened.
But you don't think that he got that idea from seeing other people storm the stage?
No, I don't.
You don't think he saw what happened with Will Smith and then thought, this my time?
It's a possibility.
I'm just saying. There's been crazy people around for a long time.
I can't say.
I don't remember them.
I can't.
Also, let's say this. It takes a lot to buy a ticket, go all the way to a show, bring some weapons, and then set that whole thing up.
That's
it's also
crazy.
We have to also be careful to not always stigmatize mental health and say that's the reason why people do bad things. That's also our responsibility. The same way we couldn't assume he was on an activist tip, we can't assume that he was on a mental health tip.
Sure, I understand what you're saying.
Just saying.
But mental health is the reason why some people do some crazy stuff.
Sometimes. We don't know.
And sometimes people just do some crazy stuff. Now,
we don't know.
That being said, we don't know. But, okay.
But think about this. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. We want to hear from you.